Welcome back to Cable Data Science channel. It is Monday evening, October the 12th. I'm just sort of responding, following up to a question posted on the R statistics software on the Facebook group. As you can see, his problem is he's trying to, for some reason, he's trying to import a CSV file, and I went here and downloaded his data. One note here: he doesn't need readxl because readxl is only for Excel files, which we'll get to later on. So here the .csv should be the basic base R function reality. He doesn't really need headers because by default it's true. You could also, if I switch this around, put the name of the data frame on the left. But this does not recognize the variable columns. And honestly, I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but this certainly should have worked. He doesn't need readxl. We'll need readxl, but he doesn't need it right now. So let's go ahead. Let's just do a quick video on how to read CSV and Excel files. So let's go to the repository. As you can see, I already created a GitHub repository for this gentleman. His name is it's Facebook. That tells me it's part of my Facebook playlist, and this is his name. Okay. Then what you do, you come over here. Oops. You come over here. Highlight this. Click on this, and then open up RStudio. I'm running RStudio 4.0.2. I think 03 is on the way, but I haven't got that. So now we come up here. We say new project, version control, git. Okay, and then, so it's going to create this subdirectory with this name underneath the R. I've actually already got that installed, but let's just come back up here now and open it up. Okay. And the first thing I suggest you do is you actually look at the data itself. First of all, you want to make sure it actually is a CSV file. It's not just misnamed. Okay. Well, there's one Facebook. Up here's the other one. And there's the data in CBS format, okay? So let's go open this up with two places. Open up over here. Just take a look at the data and see if there's anything unusual about it. Normally I wouldn't have any quotes on none of this data here, but we'll see. We know with the first import how it was. The concern is are going to recognize this column as a number? What about these columns over here? Are they recognize this column as a number? That's what we're really concerned with, okay? All these numbers here are probably values, probably numeric values. This, of course, is a year. One good thing about this period is actually a year. But one good thing, they are using underscores when there's two names for a column, which is a good thing, okay? Generally speaking, most of the CBS files I see don't have any quotes anywhere, even though it's called a comma separated value, but it's called common quotes separated. But so this looks okay. That looks fine to me. We could also open up an Excel, or in my case, LibreOffice. Okay, nothing to do about this. Okay, and as you see, I also created an Excel file for the data set. Just to try that one also. So let's come back over here to R now, and that's I Got a couple things here. Got readr, y, data table. So we're going to use three methods to import a CSV file. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to use three methods to see. Three methods to and we're going to install one package. There's multiple packages to xlsx. Okay, there's multiple packages to import data with. There's multiple packages, for instance. We're going to use three different methods to import to import. We're going to use three methods to import the CSV data. We're going to use the base R function. We're going to use readr. We're going to use the read underscore CSV from the readr file. Readr is part of Tidyverse. And then we're going to use the fread function from Data.Table. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to do what? Two methods I know of to import data, to import an Excel file. We're going to use the readxl from Tidyverse, and the separate package is called xlsx. Okay, just make a save here then. So let's start with the first two methods first. Base R, Tidyverse, and then this down here. Table, okay? And one thing I like to recommend is as you do set up a project directory and keep all your data and your code in the project directory, what that does for you, it allows you to, the / means search the current directory, which is our project directory. So you don't have to worry about past statements anymore. Okay, it's just much easier to clean. You know, as you saw, I use GitHub to complete my project directory, but you can also just use um, new project, new directory, or existing directory, okay? Or if you're going to do that, you might as well go ahead and start using GitHub. But anyway, so here we got our three functions right here. And let's see something here now. And all I'm doing, I'm using a straight, this is the base function, the straight read.csv base function, no extra variables or anything like that. By default, it assumes that you expect. By default, expects the first row to be column headers. This just gives us a quick structure of the database. The next one, the read underscore CSV is part of the Tidyverse package, a Tidyverse slash readr package. Okay, difference underscore. This also tends to put out a little bit more data, a little more summary data automatically than does the base R. And the third method is we're going to use Data.Table. All right. So first of all, let's load our oh, it's probably SX. No, it's unable to. Okay, so I can't. Interesting. I can't actually use that. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I can't actually use this on my system because this is like the second run of this problem. You see this? This is our Java. Our Java is looking for 32-bit Java. I'm running 64-bit Java, so therefore I can't use Excel. So therefore, now you may, but on the other hand, if you're using Tidyverse, just go ahead and use readxl and don't even worry about it. Okay. All right. So let's run this again. Again, straight read statement, straight read statement. All right. C colon. Okay. So let's see what happens here now. Read the first one. Take a look at the data. This is an int, which is correct. This is a character string of some type. This is a character also. All the rest are inits, which is correct. So that one works. So now let's try using the read CSV file. So once again, number, character, character, all numbers. This is the default output. As you can see, let's just run this one again because you really don't need the string function with that. Okay. Actually, you don't need a string function. Actually. Okay, so let's run this again. So now you can see a period is a double, structure is a character. This is a character. Everything else is doubles. So that means it imported in a correct way. So now let's try. Now you can see fread from Data.Table worked. Same thing. Integer, character, character. Everything else integer. So that's three methods of importing CBS file. Okay. Now let's try using Tidyverse / to import a. Now, one of the things about Tidyverse in general is a lot of the formats carry forward. Okay, so you're going to have readxlsx, which is part of the readxl package. So let's see if this works now. Now, there's a chance this may not work because I'm not actually using an official Excel file. I can remember I converted the CSV to an Excel. So let's see what happens here now. Okay. So this should be okay then. Let's just check the format periods number, character, number. Okay. So I just showed you 4 ways to import data into R and RStudio. I showed you 3 methods: base R, Tidyverse read_CSV, and third I used the fread function from Data.Table. Then I showed you one method to read an Excel file in, using the read_xlsx function, again from Tidyverse's readxl package. Okay? So hopefully this has been encouraging to you today. This is a very quick, dirty method, but sometimes, now if the data when you import it doesn't look as expected, go back and open the data up in a text editor again and take a second look and make sure you don't overlook something with some anomaly with the way the fields, or where within the structure of the data itself, because that would generally mean, for instance, uh, well, for instance, let's say you import a file. One thing you want to look at, if it make sure if it says CSV, it actually is comma separated and not say semicolon separated. Because I have one data I use that comes with a semicolon instead of a comma to separate the fields. So I go in and change that all to commas. Obviously, the next thing is, suppose it's not actually a CSV file. Suppose it says CSV, but it's actually Excel. All right. But anyway, as you can see, let's just run this from the top. As you can see, basic importing data is very simple. It's a single line of code. All right. So here's the base R again. Here's the Tidyverse readr package again. Here's the data table, and here's importing the data for one more time from the top. Okay, one more once. 3 ways to import CSV data: the read.csv from base R, the read_CSV from tidyverse /readr, and the fread function from Data.Table. And finally, use the readxl package and the read_xlsx package to import that Excel data. And everything remains the same. So hopefully this is encouraging to you and provides you with some helpful information as we go along as we travel along this path to our enlightenment. All right, thanks so much for your time. We'll catch you on the next video.